Hi guys, Mr. Jacobson here, and we are already on week 4 for World Geography. As you notice, we're just going to go right in order like we've done before. A couple reminders. Make sure that on Monday we have a Zoom meeting. If you can't make it, try to give me a call so that way you can get your points. Um, Also, if there's any grades missing, either let me know that you've handed it in and I might have missed it, or make sure that you get those grades in and you'll be in good shape there. For the most part, everybody's doing really well. Like I said, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to end up doing week 4 video, and that's what you're watching right now. The second thing is we're going to be doing just a couple slides. One of them is going to be about Hinduism and Hindu today, and we're just going to do 2 slides on 2 different subjects. What Hinduism is, and that was a huge religion in this area during this period of time and even today. And then also traditions, some of the traditions that they had. And one of the traditions that you're going to be concentrating on is some of the painting that they do on their body. And you'll be looking at the slide, looking at the video clip. And then after that, there's just a couple pages to read. And again, one of them's Hinduism today and what it's like today. You'll have to look at this picture and just tell us what you think about it. And then also the second thing is changing traditions, and that's including that painting and how our traditions are different than probably those in India and South Asia for the most part. And when you're done with that, you just go ahead and go and answer these questions on Hinduism as well. Then there's another one on the changing traditions, and one of them is where you just look on page 499 as far as the picture. And that picture, I believe, would be right in here, would be the picture. So take a look at that, and you'll be in good shape there. When you're done with that, you have 2 more slides to look at. You have one is called Daily Life, and they're going to talk a lot about literacy rate. And literacy rate obviously is being able to learn and being able to read and write and those type of things, and how far you go in school. So obviously in the past, India was very, very low as far as literacy rate, but now they've improved, and they're still obviously not as high as the United States, but they are improving each year. When you're done with that slide, then the next slide is going to be on popular culture. And a lot of their popular culture, they end up getting from us. So in other words, they copy us. We have a Hollywood, they have a Bollywood. And that's their film capital, and where they make their films. And many of these films are very similar. They're very Western. And when we say Western, similar to the United States and that type of thing. Then you've got a couple pages to read, just like we've said before in here. And then some more questions about daily life and culture. Okay, and now this is going to talk about obviously educational policies for the US and also Asia. And then look at pictures on page 502 and 503. And I believe it would be these pictures right here, and tell us what it tells you about their culture. Then the last thing is going to be about literacy rate in India. Now, this little chart here will tell you all you need to know. Now, if you look at the top, that's the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000. And you're talking about total population. Now, literacy rate, 28% of the total population was literate, people that could read or write, that were educated. And then obviously in 2000, 65% are. So you'll have to answer some questions about that. And then the level of education, 60s to 2000. Well, you look at it in 60s, 0% had a college education, and in 2000, 3% did. And the same thing, and so they're up ticking just a little bit. They might be getting more literate, but as far as their level of education, that might not be keeping up with that. And then when you're done with that, you are at the end of week 4. If you ever have any questions, please give me a call. I hope this is going well for you. I'm trying not to overwhelm anybody, but if there is ever a question, just let me know and we'll make sure that we'll answer it and you get back on the right track. We want you guys to do as well as you can. If there's ever a problem, let